Hey, welcome back to the Basscast on BassEast.com. Tonight we got our good friend Cody Roberson of the Army Bass Anglers on the line with us. What's going on, Cody?
Hey, Ricky, thanks for having me again. It's always a pleasure to be back.
Absolutely. What about them Cowboys, man?
Well, I'm watching the game right now, and we're up 20-7 over the Bears, hoping to be 9-4 by the end of the night. So I'm pretty excited. That's my team.
Absolutely. Hey, let's talk a little bit about the first ever Army Bass Anglers Skeeter U conference that went on a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah, that was it was our first annual conference. We had approximately 33 guys there from the all across the country, and I'm talking all across the country. And then of course we had all the demo drivers from Skeeter Boats, their top 10 demo drivers. Then we had Livingston Lures there. Then we had Keith Combs come in and be the guest speaker, the three-time Toyota Classic champion. Then Livingston Lures had Randy Howe Skype in for their piece. And then we had Steve Parks from Rage Tail come in. I mean, we just had a gamut of industry leaders, elite anglers, all converging at our first conference, and it couldn't have been a bigger success in terms of the guys, one, getting the training that they needed, two, learning all about the, Skeeter boats and all the new technology that came out with, their new line of ZX Series boats. And then, of course, Livingston Lures educating the guys on, the leading edge of technology now being EBS technology, and bringing Byron Velvick there to teach it to them. I mean, we literally had a top 10 lineup of folks there to work with us at the conference, and the guys couldn't have been more excited. We couldn't have been more happy in terms of our first conferences going off without a hitch, and the attendance and the people that came. It was over the top successful, and we're looking forward to doing it again next year and having our second annual. And we've got a huge lineup of folks already asking to come and be a part of it, so we're really excited about that as well.
If you could, Cody, just I'm sure most of our fans by now understand the Army Bass Anglers and know what it's all about, but maybe just touch a little bit on the organization and some of the things you guys are involved in.
Okay, no problem. I mean, we've had the long-standing mission now, coming on 10 years of support to fin fish, and we support four major grade A nonprofits: Returning Heroes Home, Heroes on the Water, Warrior Canine Connection, and most recently a Soldier's Child Foundation. The defend piece is literal. Every single one of the guys in the organization has served his country honorably, and in most cases, most of them have multiple deployments downrange. And then the fish piece of the mission statement is we use the fishing industry to raise awareness for those four nonprofits on the biggest stages possible: the Bassmaster Classic, the FLW Championship, Bass Champs, companies like Livingston Lures, Skeeter Boats, etc. all help us accomplish that mission and give us a voice and a medium in which to project it and let other people know about what we're doing.
Sure, and it's the holiday season. Everybody needs to be thankful for everything they got for sure. But if somebody wanted to find out more about the nonprofits and maybe get involved, what's the best thing for them to do?
Well, the best thing to do is just go to our website, and then once you're on our website, you can click on the Task Force Nonprofits, and from there you can pick whichever nonprofit kind of speaks to your heart the best, and then you can find out how to get involved, or B, make a donation. None of it comes through us; it goes directly to them, to their websites. All we do is help facilitate a lot of that stuff, and so. Through our website, social media, television, etc. And that's the best thing to do. And if you want to get involved with us, helping us do what we do, then simply go to the same website and click on the Pro Staff page, and then you can figure out from there, which position in the organization best fits you, whether you want to be a task force angler or whether you want to be a coalition angler. Obviously, each one has different requirements and a different level of commitment. So you just kind of got to figure out which one fits you the best and then move out and draw fire.
Gotcha. Hey guys, look, Cody and I have been friends for a long time, and I can tell you, it's the holiday season. It's time to do something nice for these guys that have helped us a bunch. And we couldn't be having this conversation now, Cody, if it wasn't for the things you and your brothers have done for us.
We appreciate it, and we just ask that, as the holidays are upon us, we've got thousands. I'm not saying hundreds. I'm talking literally thousands of soldiers that are deployed downrange, whether they're, in Africa, Afghanistan, Iraq, or, some other country that, we're not privy to talk about. But we've got soldiers all across, the globe serving and defending our country, and they're not home with their family members during the holidays. And so it's even more important to be, A, praying for them, and 2, thanking them for their service, and 3, thinking about them while you're enjoying your holiday season. And don't let them be forgotten.
Absolutely, my friend. Hey, let's talk a little bit about Force on Force. I know you just got finished up filming a deal. Let's hear about that a little bit.
Sure. No, we just wrapped up season 4 of Force on Force for the World Fishing Network. Again, we couldn't be more excited. This year is going to be a special edition of Force on Force. We've partnered with the Soldier's Child Foundation, and we're going to have kids from that organization on every single boat and every single episode of Force on Force competing for the national championship of Force on Force. And so they're excited. We're excited. Everybody can't wait for it to air. WFN can't even wait for it to air. Sponsors can't wait for it to air. The kids are ecstatic about just having the chance to fish with, all these great guys. And we even brought in some heavy hitters. We brought in Mark Lasange from BAM Magazine, participated. Obviously, Skeeter Boats was there to support us. Livingston Lures was a huge sponsor to the television show and product sponsor, providing all the baits for all the kids. And, of course, Arden, came in and put up all the rods, all the reels. I mean, all of our sponsors really get behind us when we bring these kids to the show and we do what we do. And so we can't thank them enough. And, of course, BioBore, the presenting sponsor, made it all possible to begin with. And the show's been such a huge hit and success. WFN has asked us for a second season of Force on Force. And so now we're working through the logistics of how to do that.
It's always something,
So it's going to be a great year, and I think everybody's going to really like hearing all the stories of the soldiers and the kids that are in the TV show.
Well, who won?
Can't tell you that. You got to watch. So
and when is it going to air, Cody?
Yeah, just be sure to tune in, and you'll know. I'll tell you, the Army won the first 2 years, the Marines won the third year, and so, a lot of people are out there pulling for a Navy or an Air Force or a Coast Guard team to take it home, and we'll just have to wait and see.
Gotcha. Well, it's awesome, man. I can't wait to see it. And where can everybody find this thing at?
Oh, you'll be able to, you can watch previous episodes and seasons on our website. You can watch them also on the World Fishing Network. And then as soon as the television show airs, you can watch it on the World Fishing Network. And we'll be allowed to upload Season 3's episodes for everybody to watch last year onto the website as well.
Awesome.
So plenty of places to go and find old episodes so you can kind of get a feel for the show. And then here pretty soon, just after the beginning of the year, you'll be able to watch Season 4.
I thought I was going to trip you up there, but I should have known better.
No,
right?
no. Too many people trying to always ask me who won, and no can do.
All right, well, a lot of the country, man, it's getting cold. A lot of boats are getting put up for the next couple months. Let's talk about BioBore and what guys need to be doing.
Yes. It's it is that time of year, especially up north. We're almost there down south, but up north, most of the guys are starting to put their boats away for the winter. And you got to be winterizing those boats, because obviously, if you don't winterize the boat and the boat sits in storage for an extended period of time, you're putting yourself at risk for fuel phase separation, which basically means all that stuff's going to separate, ethanol is going to become your nightmare, and it's all going to float to the bottom. And then guess what? Come time to start that ignition next season, ain't going to happen. So you need to head out to get you some Biobor EB, treat that boat. You can pick it up at Bass Pro Shops, West Marine, Academy, eBay. I mean, it pretty much can be found anywhere now. All you got to do is do a Google search, and it'll freaking pop up where to buy it at. But you can buy it at any of your major retail outlets now. And so now the guys down south, you know, A, you need to be treating it all the time.
And that's for everybody, though.
Start thinking about winterization. We still probably got another maybe a month, but the funny thing down south is you don't put them boats up for very long. They get put up for maybe 2 months for hunting season, and then, you know, down here, down in South Texas, you're back on the water again by third week of January. So you just need to be treating it on a regular basis. It's the guys up north that need to be thinking, you know, long-term storage and making sure they're protecting their boats.
Right, but you know, I don't want to mislead anybody. The Biobor product is something you should be using every time you put fuel in your boat.
And that's a Roger, because if you're not, ethanol is going to tear up anything that's polyurethane, anything that's rubber. It's going to dry it out. Obviously, you're going to get varnish on the heads of your stuff. It's going to keep that stuff clean because it's got the detergents inside of it. It's also got the lubricity agent, so it's going to keep all that stuff from dry rotting and, you know, basically cracking up. Because that's what ethanol does. It just basically sucks it out, dries it all up, and it's very coercive in nature. So you got to be protecting it 24/7. Basically, anytime you're filling up, you need to be treating it so that you're not getting any, you know, ethanol like E85 or something like that running through there, tearing up your engine.
Right, and that goes for...
It's not worth it. I mean, if you sit down and do the math on how much you're paying for a bottle of Biobor to treat it, protect your engine versus what it's going to cost to replace a fuel system, it's not worth it to take the risk. Make the investment and protect your stuff, and you'll be good to go.
And it's you know, not just for your boat. It's for your lawnmower. It's for your weed eater. It's for your vehicle that you drive every day. Because this ethanol is bad stuff, and if you don't,
I just literally treated my lawnmower and my weed eater for the winter. I mean, the grass down here's pretty much stopped growing, so I treat all of it to make sure that I make it through the winter, and that stuff cranks right up. I mean, you can take care of your truck. Obviously, if you run a diesel, then you want to get Biobor MD. You know, take care of your lawn equipment, your ATVs, your snowmobiles, your boat. Anything that runs fuel, we got a product for it. Whether it's MD or EB, whether it's diesel or gas, we got the right product. Gotcha.
All right, buddy. Well, look, we've taken enough of your time tonight. I want to let you get back to that football game, and hopefully the Cowboys win.
You know, talking on Basscast is good for the Cowboys. They're up 28-7 right now, so we might just have to do this the next game.
Yes, sir. Anytime. Again, you know, Merry Christmas to you and your family, and we'll be in touch soon.
I appreciate it, Ricky, and Merry Christmas to everybody else out there. Whoa.